Alright guys, welcome to the video editing class, and in this course I'm going to make sure I teach everybody as much as possible so that they can grab every little things I'm going to be saying in this video. We're going to be making use of Adobe Premiere Pro for this course, and you're going to be going from a beginner level to a pro level in editing. The first on our list is the introduction to video editing and Premiere Pro. So what is video editing? Video editing is the process of telling a story by cutting, arranging, and organizing digital footage, which are raw clips, to create a compelling content. Do you get? It's just to gather raw footages and creating compelling visual content from there. And it's also by combining various elements like music, sound effects, motion graphics, or motion design, as people may call it, or VFX, and so on. So I feel that's majorly about video editing. And someone is going to ask, what is the role of an editor in storytelling? And the quick answer to that is just making sure that you are engaging the mind of your viewers. That's just it, basically. So another person is going to ask, what is the overview of Premiere Pro capability and its place in video production workflow? Premiere Pro can do a lot of things for you. Premiere Pro can do a lot of things for you. You just imagine what you can do with it and just bring it to life. The thing is, if you can think about it in your head, then Premiere Pro is there to help you visualize it. That's just it. Premiere Pro is your best go-to when it comes to editing. That's it. And there are also editing software like DaVinci Resolve, Final Cut Pro. We have Avid Media Composer and Premiere Pro. There are also some editing software that I can't really remember now. But Avid Media Composer are actually used for serious job, like very, very serious job. All these heavy production, like all this Marvel Studio, Thor, Flash, all those movies, they use Avid Media Composer to edit those projects, and it's very, very heavy. For a beginner video editor, you can actually use Premiere Pro. That's the best go-to you can do. So moving on, we are going to look into our timeline. All right, so first of all, this is our timeline. This is where you get to do all the magic you want to do. This is where you're going to do it. This is your timeline. This is your toolbox. This is your project panel. This is where you import your project, and also you can actually create a folder for your video, create a folder for your sound effects, create a folder for your maybe your icons, your motion graphics, your titles, and all of that. You can create a separate bin. This is what a bin is. A bin is actually creating a separate folder for a particular file, maybe your audio, your visuals, your sound effects, and so on. So that is the work of the bin. All right, so and this is our source clip. This source clip is actually where you get to play your video before importing it to your program sequence. Sorry, so do you get? This is where you get your video first and you import it to your program sequence. And this is Lumetric Scope. Actually, this is when you want to, like, it's more like a graph of your color grading. Do you get? And this is your effect control. This is where you have to control your video. Either I want to scale it, change the position, you want to add transform effect, you want to add opacity, and all of that. This is where you get to do all of that. And your audio mixer, audio clip mixer, is where you have to like change the volume either higher or lower depending on the layer and all of that. You get? So, and this is your editing. Like if you want to edit, this is where you have to edit all your clips and color effects. And there are a lot of effects. Actually, there are a lot of effects you can use, but we are going to get into that in our subsequent video. And your audio, your graphics, your libraries, and this is our essential graphics also. If you want to like use any of these templates, you can actually use them. So that's all for this video, and I'm going to see you in the next class. Until then, please stay safe and bye bye.